everyone, how are we all today? And in the last video, we have done certain different types of research, which includes deductive research, inductive research, and so on. So we have done a lot types of research, which you can see in the previous videos. If you want to see the previous videos, what you can do is you can go on the top right section of this video, and there you can get an I point, and in that you can get the whole playlist. Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to upload as much as possible so that we can complete the syllabus in time before December, and we can at least have one revision session so that you can secure your marks in NDA UGC NET exams. Now moving forward, if I talk about the last different types of research, we have gone through various types of research. Today we are more focusing on the next topic of research, that would be something after the research what we are going to do. One second. Yes, there are certain types of research which are yet to be done that we are going to do in the next classes, but now as of today we'll be starting with the process of research. Now as you can see here, this is the entire procedure which you need to follow if you need to do a particular type of research. The research will start from selection of a research problem. This is the first and the foremost step in the research. So suppose if you want to start a research, you need to find out what kind of research problems are there or a research topic. But once suppose I decide like problems in HR in India, this is something what I have decided randomly. I've just taken example, but there might be certain people who have or who might have done research on the same topic. Now what happens is my topic and their topic, because it is similar, now if I choose the topic, if I do the research, and even if I make out the results, it would be almost same of the previous one. So my research did not lead to any new information. It was, I could say, waste of time, waste of resources, waste of money. So now what to do in that particular case scenario? It is best to avoid that kind of research. So how can you formulate a research problem? By doing a bit of literature study. So whatever topic, whatever point, whatever thing you decide that this is something I want to do research in, just do a literature study. It means just trying to research and find out how many people have done research on the same topic. And if there are a lot number of people who have done the research on the same topic, then it doesn't make any sense for you to make the research again or for you to do the same research again. Now what would be more appropriate? To find a gap in the research, means something which the researcher has done in the past, but there might be a point, there might be an element which is still missing. So that research gap you can take the benefit, and then you can enter into the research. So the first step of any research process would be formulate a research problem, come up with a research problem, and the second would be extensive literature study. A detailed literature study is required so that we can reach to the right pinpoint problem. Moving forward, the third one is developing a working hypothesis. Now try to understand, there are certain types of research which do not require hypothesis. One of the examples could be like survey research, where you are just trying to understand how the population is working or how the population is reacting to certain things. At that particular time, no hypothesis can be made. So there might be chances that certain organizations, certain research topics, certain you can say research problems are such that they do not require hypothesis. So if we do not require hypothesis, we can clearly skip this. And suppose if I did not formulate the hypothesis, the third one here, suppose if I did not make the hypothesis, I cannot test the same, because I did not make the hypothesis, I'll not be able to test it. So if I made the hypothesis, then only I'll be able to test that particular hypothesis. Moving towards the next step is preparing the research design. Now what research design here means? Research design means planning basically the entire research procedure, what you're going to do, when you're going to do, and how you're going to do. So here, suppose if I talk about Indian population, if I talk about sampling techniques, if I talk about the method of sampling, the method of data collection, then whatever I'm deciding, I should have a logical explanation to the same. Suppose if I go for probability sampling, okay, or probable sampling, then I need to give a genuine valid reason that this is the reason that is why I've gone towards probable sampling and not non-probable sampling. I am selecting secondary data because of these reasons. So I'm doing, what we are going to do in preparation of research design is we are going to plan everything in advance right now, like what we are going to you can say choose, what sampling we are going to choose, what methods of sampling we are going to consider, how we are going to collect the data, when are we going to collect the data, what are the various other methods that we can collect the data. All these things I'm going to decide it right now. Though I'll be doing those things in the coming year or in the next year, but still I have to make the planning. If I make the entire plan of the research, then that would be preparation of research design. Once the research design is finalized, you can move towards the sampling and then data collection. Now, data collection was not your objective, it was just a medium or a method to reach your objective. So, what is your objective? To analyze the data, to understand. Here, data analysis means to understand what the data is trying to convey, to understand what the data means. Okay, so once you analyze the data, then you can generalize and make conclusions out of it, and finally make a research report that will give you your PhD. So this is the entire procedure of research, which will start from a research problem and then it will go to a literature study. After literature study, if your research is such that it requires hypothesis, then we'll formulate the hypothesis. After formulating the hypothesis, we can go towards research design. Once research design is made, you can make sampling, data collection, data analysis, hypothesis testing, conclusions, and ultimately you'll prepare a research report which is required. Okay, so these are the steps of any research procedure which you're going to follow. If there are still any doubts or problems, please do let me know. I would love to help you all. And if there is any voice problem, please do mention that as well. Okay, in the next video we will be we will be discussing this entire thing in a detailed manner, in like line by line we are going to understand it. Okay, so let's meet in the next lecture. Bye everyone.